Hello and welcome back to a humble look at Fallout. A humble look at is the series where we take a look at the games included in the monthly Humble Choice bundle and see whether the bundle is of value for the month. We are looking at, this time, Fallout, the original game from 1997, with a few bells and whistles added on for the modern age, such as supporting 1920 by 1080-ish. We've got some massive black bars, but the original game is in 4.3, so what can you do? And yes, I do get to play a game from 1997, because it's in the bundle, therefore it's included as part of the value add, so we get to review it. So, let us jump right on in. Do we want to watch the intro? No, I don't think we do. We all know what Fallout is. Let's start a new game. Oh, Max Stone character is available. So, who else do we have? What? Natalia. Oh, a Russian grandchild of a Russian diplomat. Okay. So what do we got? We've got... So Max is going to be our strong character. Not very bright. Natalia is going to be our stealth character, I assume. Yeah. 10 agility, lots of sneaky. We have Albert. Oh, he's our charismatic guy, is he? But he can shoot. Let's take a charismatic character. Let's see if we can talk our way out of trouble. Oh my god.
You're here. Good.
Holy crap. Well, that must... I imagine that would have been brilliant back in the day.
Is giving up the ghost. Can't make another one, and the process is too complicated for a workaround system.
Yeah, like, I assumed this was brilliant back in the day, but I didn't play Fallout back in 1997. I was a bit too young at the time.
This is crucial to our survival. And frankly,
sadly, it's got better animation than some of the games we've already played this month for a humble look at.
You need to go find
somehow this is less Uncanny Valley than the character models from St. Infinite Hotel.
Before the vault runs out of water, we need that chip. We marked your map with the location of another vault. Not a bad place to start, I think. Look, just be safe, okay?
Ooh, the door's opening. Oh, it's definitely showing its age. But it's at least competently done. The animation is smooth, it makes sense. It's just like 10 pixels to go around. And we are now in the caves. Well, what do you want, cat? The cat has decided that we do not like caves. Okay, so unlike the Fallout games that most of us are used to, which are first person / third person, good old original Fallout isometric. So let's see. Oh, that's interesting. We've engaged in combat with a rat, have we? Like most old games, doesn't exactly fill us with a huge amount of... what should we call it? Like old games, it doesn't come with a built-in tutorial much, so let's see. Can we hit a rat? Unarmed. Yes, let's smack a rat in the face. We've missed the rat. Okay, we have got... oh, we've kicked the rat for 1 hit point. Oh dear. Okay, so down here in the bottom right we have end turn end combat. Yeah, turn-based combat's an interesting way of doing it compared to how we're used to, but so far it's looking standard, pretty standard to what we're used to, because many things now are probably based on this kind of thing. So let's keep beating out our little rat friend. Oh, we need 3 action points. Okay, we've got an end turn, do we? Okay, AC is this our armor class? I assume so. It's most turn-based stuff is based off of Dungeons and Dragons. 28 HP, 4 armor class. And there's certainly some kind of RNG in the background, obviously, since we've got a 64% chance of hitting him. So let's take another swing and a miss. And another swing. This time we made contact for 3 hit points. And we'll end the turn and the rat gets a shot. But the rat has missed. Excellent. Can we get any more information on the rat? A skill dex. Well, okay, that's unhelpful. Yeah. Okay, we can right-click on the attack / weapon slot. I assume once we get a weapon, that'll be there. Okay, do we have anything interesting in the character options? A print button. Oh, goodness. Okay, we'll leave that alone. So I assume this is going to be an aimed attack, so 63%? What if we mouse over? Meh. Well, let's spend the extra AP, so that'd be an action point to... Oh, okay, yep, so we can select what part of it we're getting at. A good old... What do we call it? Yeah, well, completely forgotten what we call it in modern games, but we can select which part of the body we're aiming at. Let's aim at the head and give it a shot. Hey, we hit him for 3 points and we killed the rat. Excellent. Let us see if we can end combat. Yes, for crushing our enemies we earn 25 XP. Now then. Okay, we do have an inventory. Oh, there we go. We've got a knife and a gun. So if we drag the gun into item 1, and the knife into item 2 is... Can we then... does this... Okay, this red button here, and right in the middle of the screen changes which weapon we're using. There we go. That makes more sense. I was wondering, I think it was a bit odd, but we were sent out without any weapons, but we were sent out with some. They just weren't auto-equipped. So, can we zoom around the map? No, right-clicking just changes our cursor type. Middle mouse button does nothing. Okay, we can edge scroll. So over here is the exit to our caves, is it? On the west, and some kind of rat nest on the right. Let's make sure I've got my knife selected, because we only have 72 bullets, and I assume that's a stim pack, and... Okay, so right-click and we can see things. Flares, stim packs, and yes, 10mm jacketed hollow points. Cool. Let's jump out of here and continue on towards the exit, and we'll see if any of these rats want to get into a fight with us. Yes! We get to fight another rat. So, a 54% shot with the knife now, is it? Oh, we hit the rat for 6 hit points and killed it. Yes, that's a lot better. Let's jump out of the combat again and carry on towards the exit. More rat-based combat. The rats move awfully damn slowly, which is a bit of a drag. So with the right mouse button, we can select between what do we call it? Some kind of hexagon-based system with movements, and it's showing us in the middle of it how many action points it's going to take to move there. Right-click again, we get a cursor so we can look at things, I assume. Yes, so for example, we can see that the rat looks unhurt. And then right-click once more and we get our targeting cursor, and we place stab the rat. That rat was hit for 4 hit points. And we stab the rat again, hit for 1 hit point. And we're going to have to end the turn because we're out of action points. And stabbed the rat for 4 hit points and killed it. Let us end combat, because I'm sure we're going to come into contact with another rat very shortly. Oh, the rat doesn't want to attack us. Excellent. Let's head onwards towards the exit. So our character moves quite slowly and seems to have a small light radius around him. The animation is, well, quite smooth considering the age. Got a bit glitchy there when it comes to a stop, changes animation types. So we do have some information showing up in our little log. To the west, you can see natural light. For the first time in your life, you are looking at the outside world. Okay, let's go have a look. I assume we move into this differently shaded area to go to the world map? Yes, we do. Oh, okay. I assume that what we are facing now is just a side effect of the game being stuck onto a modern resolution. We can move around the map by mousing to the edge of the inset window. So that's fun. So what do we need to... Okay, so you just click on a already known location to move there. So we need to go from Vault 13 to Vault 15. And hopefully... And we'll see what we run into along the way. It is very slow. Oh, we have... What has happened? We have come across a traveling merchant and their guards. Okay. So what do we get? We get the option to... So we see a wandering merchant of Asian descent and we can talk to them. Well, they say, well, hello, wanderer. My name's Duck. Do you see? Duck. I'm headed into Shady Sands to do some trading. Perhaps I can interest you in some goods. Well, let's ask him if he goes to Shady Sands often. Yes, Shady Sands is part of my normal trade route. You can travel there with us for safety if you like. Yeah, sure. That sounds good. Should only take a day or so. Let's go. Done. Super cool. And we have arrived at Shady Sands, and a guard says, welcome to Shady Sands, stranger. Please holster your weapon while you're here. Okay, how do we holster the weapon? No, clicking on it puts us into combat. We do not want to get all stabby. Clicking on the red button just changes the type. That is our menu. How do we holster our weapon? No, we've actually got, in our preferences, we've got a violence level option from none, minimal, normal, and maximum blood. Yeah, yes, we definitely want to be on maximum blood. Okay, yeah, I have no idea how we holster the weapon. So let us... So I'm going to have to go check. So let's jump onto the old Google box and have a look. Fallout holster weapon. Okay. It just means that we have to have your equipped hand empty. Oh, right. Fair enough. And because of Alt Tab out, apparently the game doesn't want to come back. Well, that's a problem. Let's see if there's a solution to that. Alt tabbing causes the game to disappear from the Steam community. Doesn't crash or close, just vanishes. Yep. Right. Use Process Explorer instead of the built-in Task Manager. Alright. Let's bring up Process Explorer. How do we do that? Oh, that's the sysinternals thing. Yeah, we're not downloading another program. What about regular Task Manager? And nope, that definitely doesn't want to do it. But the game is definitely still there in the background. Oh, here we go. If we click the drop down next to the executable, we get the option to bring to front. Hey, there we go. The game is back. So that is a serious flaw. Tabbing not working, so that's something to keep in mind. So that definitely detracts from the rebuild that I assume that the company has done to get it running on modern systems. So they've definitely screwed up there. Let's see which item we want to get out of our hands. We'll get rid of the knife. And now we're unarmed. So let's pop in. So what do we have? Ooh, hello. We see Katrina. She has a very pretty smile. Yes, a blonde in, what's that, a pencil skirt? Hello, let's have a chat to her. Let's run up and talk. She says, welcome to Shady Sands, traveler. My name is Katrina. My job is to greet strangers and help them understand our village. You find that there are fewer problems if you listen to what I have to say. Well, tell me more about yourself. Oh dear. Yes, tell me more. My life was very boring, she says. I was raised in a vault. I lived there for many years. Unfortunately, we were proud and life was very bad. There was a schism and many people left, taking with them the best equipment. Still, some of us tried to stay in the vault, but then we were attacked. I was hurt and I ended up here. Now I try to help people. Okay, so in the little text window, we can use the up and down arrows to wander through what she has. What should we do if we get hurt? Well, if you can't get to a doctor, you'll need to heal yourself. Stimpaks are a common healing item. Use them on yourself to heal minor wounds. First aid is a slow method, but it's always valuable. For major wounds like a broken leg, you will need to use doctor's skill. Right. Apparently the cat has decided that we will break a leg. Ah, dear. Back when we get some better equipment, you'll have to do like we do, scavenge it or trade for it. If you're attacked, your foes might provide equipment if you live long enough to loot them. We're a peaceful community, so mostly barter or trade for the items we cannot produce. Now, why don't you tell us about this place? We're staying in Shady Sands. We are but a small town in a large world. We just want to be left alone. Besides, some mutated animals and other creatures of the desert, only the raiders give us trouble. Aradesh is our leader. He is in the large central house. Speak to him. Okay, let's ask her where that vault of hers was. Oh, Vault 15, due east of here. That's the one we're looking for. We tried to make contact with some other vaults, but we always failed. I think it was the raiders who attacked my fellow dwellers. Be careful. Tell me about is an option we have. Tell me about, ask about, oh no. Not text-based questioning. That's all for now, thanks. So, big central building. So we need to change our cursor type to the hexagonal thing and move around. Big central building. I assume it's this one with the fancy wooden windows, so let's head on inside. Yes, we can double-click to run. And, oh, biker leather jacket and jeans. This must be a short, stocky man. I assume he's Aradesh. Hello, stranger. You look like you're new here. What's your name? We can say my name's not important, or I'm Albert. Let's be a bit friendly. I'm Albert. Good to meet you. I'm Ian. Okay, that's not the guy we were looking for. Let's ask Ian what he does here. He was a guard for the merchants of the hub. However, I was shot during a raid by bandits. I've been staying here since the people have helped me recover. So my knowledge of the outside world and my experience make me useful here. Shady Sands is my home now. Occasionally I even get to visit Junktown or the hub to do some trading, since I'm the only person here who has ever really left town. I'm sorry to hear about your injury. Thanks, it's been healing up well, thanks to Razlo. Right. Oh yes, we can get directions to the hub and Junktown. The hub is a big trading center far south of Shady Sands. It's run by several different caravan groups of merchants. The Water Merchants, the Crimson Caravan, and the Fargo Traders. Junktown is a little south and a ways west. It's smaller, but still a good place to drop in for a drink. It's overseen by a fellow by the name of Killian Darkwater, the local shopkeeper, sheriff, and mayor. Well, that doesn't sound corrupt. Let's be done with him. So, how far are we in? We are over 20 minutes now. So, let's go chat, see if we can find this Aradesh fella, and then we'll leave it after that. Come along, fella, run. What are these weird fellas looking like? Oh, we can see peasants. So the game has peasants in the town, and they're all lumpy, misshapen, and things. So who do we have in here? We have a mysterious hooded man in the corner, who is apparently Aradesh.
Greetings. Your business in Shady Sands might be...
And dun. Ooh, what do we tell him? Let's be honest. I'm from a vault from the west. My people are dying of thirst. I need to find a water purified chip for them to
Wanderer,
survive.
I shall believe you, for now. You may enter Shady Sands, but be warned, your every move will be watched.
That's some horrific animation. Horrific face. But still, it's not terrible for a game from 1997. Hell, it's animated better than some modern games. So, what do we have here so far? So we've got a isometric RPG style game with RPG style combat featuring action points. We have this weird thing where you need to change your cursor type to do different kinds of interactions. Don't like that. It's not very. It's completely missing of the same tutorial aspects you'd expect. Though I wonder if in the original Fallout this would have been included in some kind of manual in the box, because they did that back then. So yeah, the actual gameplay is not. The gameplay is fine. It's very standard RPG stuff. Some of the more different things like what does unarmed mean or disarm yourself, holster your weapons. That's clear as mud. It's really badly old, but for its age, it's not horrendous. Like, they've actually put it into proper widescreen once you're in the game. Like, we can actually see all of our screen filled with town, rather than when we're showing fixed graphics or cinematics, which are but really awfully letterboxed, but that's not to be unexpected. And yeah, it's not bad at all. But seriously, the fact that the game just fucks off and dies when you alt tab, that is horrific. Like, that is really, really bad. I don't know if there's a solution to that other than to, like, keep open the task manager or something. If you are interested in the game, I definitely recommend figuring out what to do about that beforehand. But yeah, it's an RPG. It's stock standard, or rather, it seems to be the predecessor, the ancestor to a lot of modern things. It's competent. It is very competent. It's well made. It's just showing its age. And where it falls down is on the modernization aspects that were done to get on modern systems, the alt tabbing being critical. So, is it a good game? From what we've seen so far, I'd say so. And I'm sure there's plenty of reviews around the internet that say that it's very competent. It's obviously been successful enough to spawn a ton of games. Yeah, if you get the opportunity to play it, I do recommend it. So that's a tick on this game. Up next on a humble look at is probably going to be Fallout 76, which I'm not looking forward to. But I do hope to see you all there. Thank you very much for watching. If you've made it this far, do leave a like, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.